What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. It's Toaster Tuesday. We're back at it, and I got a killer one for you guys today. Today we're going to be repainting the front end of the XP, and the reason that we're painting the front end of this XP is not because of all the bugs that are on it. It is because it's sorely needed. We have issues right here, and if you guys remember, I painted this bottom lip a couple weeks ago, and I'm already getting all sorts of clear coat failure. And the reason for the clear coat failure is not because the clear coat I used is junk. The reason is that it is not good for anything that's flexible. So kind of learned that the hard way. If you want to paint your hood and use that clear coat, it'll be awesome. If you want to paint your mirrors, it'll work great. But if you want to paint something that's going to get scraped, like the lip on the XB, it's not going to work, man. 2 days after I put the lip on, I wound up entering like a steep incline on a gas station, and because of the way the traffic pattern was, I was unable to get like, you know, a good angle on it so I wouldn't scrape, and the lower lip wound up just nipping it and folding a little bit, and that fold broke the clear coat and created the issue. So not only are we going to be painting the front end of the car, but we are also going to be painting and installing these awesome G2 mirrors that I got off of eBay. They were $40, and we are going to color match these, make them look sick. Super hyped on these. Back in the day when I had my old XB, these kind of came out. I think they were like $180 a pair, something like that. I could never pull the trigger on it because, you know, honestly, the mirrors on the XB aren't too bad. But, you know, time has kind of weathered these. The actually painted part is not that bad. But you can see here, this is totally faded where it actually mounts to the car, and I could go ahead and just respray that, but for $40, I'm super hyped on these things. I think they're gonna make the car look super cool, and they actually work. I'll show you that here in a second. So I got an old car battery out here to show you guys that these things do work. I haven't actually figured out kind of what's power, what's negative, or anything like that yet. I'm gonna wind up reusing the ends on my existing mirrors to make this all work, but if you go ahead, and it's going to be really hard for me to do one-handed, but I'm going to give it a shot. But if I touch the yellow and the white, so $40, they do actually work. Pretty much the deal of the century. Can't wait to get them on the car. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and head over to Randy Surratt Performance Garage. He's the one who painted the beautiful Prelude here, and yeah, let's go ahead and do a DIY on how to paint and make it last so it doesn't flake off when you hit a bump. All right, guys, we made it to Surratt Performance Garage. It is about to storm, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this bumper off here real quick. We'll get it inside and get it prepped for paint. All right, guys, got it in the booth here. All the grills removed, fog lights removed. You get a really good idea now of what we're dealing with. And after Randy took a look at it, he said, dude, we're gonna have to go ahead and primer it. So you can see these terrible stress cracks here, here, here. I mean, this car has 275,000 miles on it. It is 14 years old. So, you know, the front end of this car takes a beating. And that's why we're gonna go ahead and respray the whole thing and not just this lip here with the clear coat failure. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some sandpaper and get to work getting this thing set up. And the other thing we're gonna do too while we're at it is we're gonna go ahead and fill the license plate holes because we don't need them here in Florida. So we're gonna smooth that over and make it look cherry. All right, guys, we just got finished down sanding the bumper. We used good old 320 with a red pad, and this is a step you have to do every time you want to paint something. You have to get it scuffed so the paint will actually stick, and your goal when doing this is to not go all the way through the painted process like I almost did along the edges here. The edges are always the hardest to do, but yeah, you don't want to go through that, otherwise you got to start the painting process all over again, which would be treat the plastic or the rubber or the metal, whatever you're painting, and then put a primer on it, then do a base coat, then a clear coat. So for the most of this, we're just going to do a base coat, clear coat, but for the areas like this, we're going to have to go back and treat it properly. Still a lot of sanding that needs to be done, but I wanted to show you kind of where we're at right now. We got issues in here. You can see the stress cracks in there. So there's still some work to do, but the majority of it is kind of taken care of. And yeah, going on to the next step. So I just got done sanding this, and this is how you want to do it again. You just can't spray paint shiny plastic and nothing will stick to it. So on the mirrors, we're gonna have to treat this before we primer it, before we base coat it, and before we clear it. You can use something over the counter like a Bulldog adhesion promoter or something like that. I'm not sure what Randy's got in store for us, but that's what I would use if I was painting these at home. But yeah, man, this is the step. Now obviously I got a ton of sanding dust on here. I gotta clean that all off with some wax and grease remover. Give it a good hard blow with the air hose. But yeah, this is what you gotta do. Make sure you're getting all the little nooks and crannies, because you gotta make sure that the paint's gonna stick. You know what I'm saying? So we just put down some body filler, and this stuff works off UV light in order to get hard. And unfortunately it's a little overcast here, but man, it's already hard. So this was the cracked area here that you saw, and then of course went right over where the license plate holes were drilled in by the dealer, and then right here too. So waiting for this to harden, then we're going to sand it down, and then we're going to go ahead and prime it. Alright, so we've gone ahead and sanded this down once again. The filler has dried, as you can see, and no more spider webbing there. And these are filled in as well. So now we're gonna head and clean this down really good, and then hit it with primer, give that a chance to set up, and then we'll be good to go, man. We're ready for base coat, clear coat. All right, guys, it's actually day 2. We're back. The primer's been drying, more sanding, more primer, more sanding, and now you can see where those cracks were, man. There is nothing, no trace. And you look over here where the license plate was, no trace. And over here where that crack was, man, and there's no trace. So again, sand down 320, and now we're getting ready to actually put a base coat on, get this thing white again. So this is the paint that we're going to be using. This is the Polar White for the Scion XB. I don't know if you can read that there. There's kind of a taste, my initials on this can. This can was $40 from a Sherwin-Williams place down the road, and this is 1 quart. This should be more than enough to do the bumper and the mirrors. And should be a little left over for a possible another body part going on the car relatively soon. So yeah, man, in case you're wondering, here's all the information on what you need, which, by the way, this could be found on your door jamb of your car. So pretty cool. First coat is going on now. Coat number 2. Alright, so 2 coats of base coat are on, and now it's time for clear. No time in between, just a couple minutes for everything to kind of set up, and go right to clear. So you can see it in there now, looking sweet, and clear coat's about to go on, and it's gonna go from kind of a flat white to a super awesome shiny white. So it's preparing everything now, and then we'll go ahead and spray it on. All right, now here's the clear. Dude, check out how sick that looks, man. It looks brand new. Amazing. Can't wait to get it back on the car. What is up, guys? Back home. It's been a couple days since the bumper's been painted, but I wanted to show you what it looks like on the car. And boom, what do you think of that? It just rained overnight, so it's wet. I wiped it down, but what an improvement, huh? It's just a night and day difference. At some point I might want to go ahead and blend the bumper with the fender. There's a little bit of a difference there, but I'm going to polish that fender up again, and at some point I'm going to wet sand this bumper a little bit and give it a polish and see if I can make those two match a little bit better than they are right now. But for the most part, I'm super happy with it. I mean, you know, the car is 14 years old, so it's not going to have the exact same white as it did, and also too, this is a urethane bumper and it's a metal fender, so whenever you have plastic or up against metal, even if they're painted the exact same time and the exact same color, there is going to be a little bit of a difference when it comes to you know, the color of it ultimately. Fortunately, I haven't had a chance to install the mirrors, but look how they turned out. I think they turned out awesome. Again, this isn't cleaned or anything like that. You see like a little blemish there. That's probably just a little grease on it. There's also like a little wrinkle right there, but that was there before we started painting. I mean, these things were $40. Randy kept trying to fix this little wrinkle here. I was like, dude, it's a $40 mirror. Who cares? No one's gonna see it. But yeah, I can't wait to get these on the car. I just haven't had time, and it's been a really busy week. So next week, you'll see these guys mounted first thing in the video. I apologize I couldn't get them on today, but man, my schedule's just been insane this last week. I know you guys will understand. But anyway, guys, that's the video for today. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Happy Toaster Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed this transformation that this car's going through. I certainly am. And I'll see you next week, man. Have a good one.